I don't know if it looks different in here because it does. I got some pegboards to hang up some of my gear and equipment to just basically make my filming process a little bit easier. I'm the type of person that I need to see my stuff so that I can use my stuff, and that includes everything. So today I got to do a few things just to make my room feel more comfortable, and I guess I'm going to talk to y'all while I get it in. My original plan was to actually show the process of hanging it up, but me and my dad had a really hard time getting everything leveled, and it still might be crooked, but I don't care. It's functional. So I'm just going to show you guys what I came up with for the aftermath. I got this from IKEA. I just love IKEA products. I feel like they're so simple yet functional. And starting with this wall is where most of my filming stuff is. Battery charger, because I use reusable batteries. I have my microphone and SD cards on that shelf. Selfie sticks, air tags that are not in use right now. I have my camera batteries and the SD card reader so I can plug it into my phone. I have this clap stick or clap slate or slate, shotgun microphone, and 2 of my USB. On the second wall, I have my headphones, of course. I have some markers and I have color coordinated them. And I have some other black fine markers for when I do my journaling. I also have some masking tape that I just threw up there to no rhyme or reason, but I tried to keep the colors like, you know, in a flow. I also have this Sister Act 2 inspired image. She's also the same person who did the image up top there of the girls dancing or the people dancing. I have some Velcro ties, the drawing tablet, and a mini version which I take with me when I'm traveling, and some important papers that I need to go through and make it look more neat. But if you could believe it, most of this stuff was sitting on my desk over here, and I felt like claustrophobic because I couldn't use my desk. So now I just have my cleaning solution because I recently cleaned the desk, the pen for the drawing tablet, my laptop, and my actual PC with some books that I need to take back to the library, and where I'm going to put the papers that I'm not using. So yeah, that's the wall. And again, it's just to make sure that I can see all my stuff when I need to see it and grab it quickly so I don't have an excuse to not film, being concerned about setting up. Now these pegboards, one of them came to me cracked. I can't even remember which one it was, but I contacted IKEA and told them, you know, that it was cracked and I couldn't get to one that was near me. And they actually sent me a replacement free of charge. So I just put up the cracked one anyway. And I hid it behind, some hooks or some stuff. So now I'm going to put up the poster that Moosh made me. Here it is again, which I think is so cute. I tried to clean off the glass that this picture frame came from, but it just started getting worse as I cleaned it. So I got most of like the dirt and dust off of it, but I need to hang it up, and I'm going to use some command strips on the back and just post it on my wall. I have a cotton swab too, so that I can clean the wall off a little bit with alcohol so that I can have an easy paste job. Otherwise, I'll be standing up there putting my weight into it. So I'll be right back. I have some 91% isopropyl alcohol. And I have this cotton swab and my command strip. So first things first, I'm going to pour some alcohol onto this cotton swab. Actually, I'm just going to put it on top and turn the bottle. Yeah, it's soaked. I couldn't tell. And I'm going to hop up on the bed and wipe the wall down where I'm going to stick this at. Before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and paste the command strips on back of this. I'm gonna paste these two on opposite sides of the painting to make it easy to stick. 1, 2. I personally think my room is on a slant, so I may have put her up a little crooked, but I don't know. Let's see. Is she crooked in relation to the rest? I don't know. It looks good though, and if I'm living here, I plan to fill up the whole wall with pictures from stages of life. I think it's important to hold those memories just to... Okay, so that wasn't in my plans, so I'm gonna have to make do. I have some other projects that may require hot glue, so I'm gonna just take that time and hot glue these to the back of this photo frame, and I'll move forward. So I have a few projects with my hot glue gun, which I'm gonna go ahead and grab out of my drawer. I'm gonna use the small one for this, so I have to use this to repair a lighter, and of course the photo that just fell from my wall. Actually, instead of using hot glue, remember I bejeweled my hat? I'm gonna use that glue because I know it's gonna stay. It's like never gonna budge. And for these projects, I want it to be basically permanent. And if I need to rip them off at some point in the future, I'll just have to deal with that when it comes. So I've been a crafty girl, crafty. I don't know if somebody has said that. I do watch a lot of TikTok, so it's possible. But the glue I'm using is E6000. Yeah, E6000 glue. It's really, really sturdy from what I've seen. Now, I'm a Temu girl. I do be shopping on Temu. And sometimes their products are really good. Sometimes they're like less than good. But I got this lighter from them, and it didn't cost me much. But you see that the top comes out and it's not supposed to. And the reason why is because this back piece is not sturdy. So what I'm thinking to do is to glue it. I'm going to glue this hole. And again, I don't think you can see that. I'm going to glue that hole in there. And hopefully that'll be enough to get it to stay. I'm not sure if that's going to work, but we have to try. And I am a problem solver, so I'm going to solve this problem. If I can get the glue open. Jesus Christ. So I'm actually going to get my wrench. I swear that's as tight as it can get. You know what? I'll be right back. I got some kitchen knives that have really good grips. Because these two things didn't work, I'm going to go get that. So I'll be right back. All right, I'm back with some scissors. I don't know. I don't feel like fighting with this, so back to plan A is to use the glue gun. Glue guns never fail you. Even when the fancy glue fails you, the glue gun will not fail. So because my phone case started yellowing, and I am someone who cleans my phone case often, and I could have sworn I bought this under the guise that it was a non-yellowing clear phone case. I got another phone case. And I got this one primarily because it has a mirror attachment. So you know how people are buying those phone monitors to help you see from the back camera? So if you use this, it can show you yourself without the use of spending $80 for a back camera. So I figured, why not? The only thing about this case that I'm worried about is that I don't know if it's going to charge my phone wirelessly. So before I commit to this. I'm gonna test it to make sure it charges wirelessly. Let me clean this phone off. So I bought this kit when I got my AirPods years and years ago, where it comes with like a host of cleaning things, but also wet and dry wipes. So I'm gonna I have to clean my phone anyway. And they give you a bunch. And honestly, you don't have to have all this stuff anyway. I just use it because it came with the stuff. And you can just use regular alcohol. Okay, so how I clean my phone is get the back, the sides, the bottom. And speaking of phones, did y'all watch the new Apple conference? Now, I am an Apple girl, but I can't rationalize spending money every year on new products, especially if my 13 Pro Max still works. And I don't know, I think the features are cool and whatnot about AI, but I mean, I just can't justify this expenses. Now, eventually I do want a new Apple Watch and the updated AirPods, because they have hearing loss like sensors. So if you're somebody who's struggling with their hearing, I'm pretty sure that'll be nice, but I just can't rationalize spending money on it right now. But in the future, I probably will. Okay, so with the wet wipes, you can opt to use a dry wipe. However, I don't see a purpose in that because alcohol is pretty fast drying. I will use it after I put the case on, just on the screen, just to remove any smudges, but that's not really necessary when I'm touching this phone all the time. So here's the case again. I'm gonna just slide her on in. Okay. And she's a good fit. I can see me using her. Sorry for flashing you. Now I'm going to actually put her on one of my wireless charging systems that's on my desk. She charges! I heard the beep. So because she charges, I'm going to leave her on and keep her nice. Now, with this phone case, if I'm going to actually use it as a mirror, which is kind of warped, but if I'm going to use it as that, I need to keep this clean. So that's when I'm going to use that dry wipe. So this is my new phone case. And yeah, okay, so it's designed to be like up close, not far away. And I think I personally would use this for far away, but up close it works good. All right, the next thing I need to do is to clean my AirPods. And like I said, they fell on an elementary school floor, which is absolutely filthy. So I was definitely not plugging this in my ear. Last month, I thought I had a cracked tooth. Went to the dentist. They said nothing was wrong. Went to urgent care just for a physical, and I had her check my ears, and I had an ear infection. So I'm going to make sure that whenever I'm using in-ear headphones that they are ridiculously clean, because I don't want that kind of pain again. That pain was so bad, I could barely chew. So we don't want that. And in this kit, it gives you just regular cleaner, which I'm of the suspicion that it contains just alcohol. I'm going to use one of these little pointed Q-tip things. And I'm also going to use one of these cleaners to make sure it's actually clean. And here's what that cleaner looks like. All right, so I took out the AirPods. You can actually take off the little rubber parts, which I'm going to do. And I'm going to give these a good spray down as well. I'm going to take one of the cleaners and I'm going to just go in those crevices. The actual AirPod all over. And they don't appear to be dirty, but like I said, it hit an elementary school floor and the floor was not clean, so they're dirty. Okay, so that one's good. And doing the same thing for this one. And someone's calling, so 1 second. All right. So because the stuff that goes in the ear is what I'm most concerned about, I'm going to take one of those wipes. And instead of using their alcohol, because I don't know if it's actually alcohol or not, I'm going to use the actual alcohol that I have here, which is 91%. And I'm going to soak this and clean. So these are all clean now. You're just going to have to take my word for it that this was dirty. Like I said, hit that floor and like my heart sank because I would have sunk if anything hit the floor other than my shoes. Like if my purse hit the floor, I probably would have came home and washed it, anything. But we're all done. I'm just going to use that alcohol in here just to make sure we're all clean, like brand new. I think that the hot glue gun is now hot. So we're going to circle back and follow through with the photo. So I'm going to turn her over. And instead of hot gluing directly on this cardboard, which you can't see, you can see now. Instead of gluing hot glue all over this cardboard, I'm going to do it on here. And try to line it up to where it actually was already. Yeah. Can you see? Yeah, you can see. And I'm not going to put a lot, just enough. So, can you see? It's not that much. And my goal is to make sure that these at least line up. So I'm just going to repeat that step. Okay. Did you hot glue gun? Sorry. If you didn't hot glue yourself, that's the question. And I definitely just hot glued my own finger and it hurt. Okay. Just pretend like that didn't happen. Oh my God. My skin has been through it. I just told y'all I'm sensitive. My skin is sensitive. And here I am burning my freaking skin. Dang. Okay, at least that's done. I'll put this up in a minute. So now I need to, hot glue this. So I'm going to put a generous amount on here where the screw was. And I'm also going to put some glue on the sides of this. because the goal is for it to not to come out. Applied a little force and pressure. Not too much because I don't know if these things explode or not. That's not funny. Perfect. Okay. That's the goal. As long as it works and the charger is accessible, I'm good. I'm going to see if it charges. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It does. Okay. And because the charger is low, I'm going to set this to the side and keep it on charge. Okay, now it's time for me to put up this poster. And after I put up this poster, then we'll be done. Make sure these line up and that this is straight. And I think that's straight. Okay, here's how she's looking on the wall with my other stuff. But she's straight and I like it. All right, talk to y'all later.